everyone. My name is Dr. Wanda Briscoe, and we have a special broadcast for you on today, and that will be Sisters at Heart, Breast Cancer Group of Southern Maryland. I am so honored to have this group on today. And so today I'm going to bring to the stage Susan and Neela. Please welcome them from the Sisters at Heart Breast Cancer Group of Southern Maryland. Welcome to the pop-up live broadcast by Dr. Wanda Briscoe. Can you please tell us who is Sisters at Heart?
Well, first of all, we want to say thank you, Wanda, for allowing us to be here today to share our story and our mission and things that Sisters at Heart have done over the years. As you mentioned, it's a breast cancer survivor group. We started in actually 2007, I'm sorry, under the leadership and guidance of Roberta Keelinger. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, but Sue and I have carried the torch for a couple of years. And actually, Susan has been our creative drive master to make everything perfect for what we do for our walks, for our presentations. And I just wanted to give her a big shout out. She does a lot of the legwork for a lot of things that we do. But Sisters at Heart was founded with the mission and the goal of helping to provide an avenue for women affected and men affected with breast cancer in Charles County. We have expanded to the Tri-County area to include Charles and St. Mary's, and worked with those people as well. Mainly in the other neighboring counties, we've been working with our hospital group. We meet monthly at our headquarters is based out of the Clark Center in La Plata, Maryland. And we meet on the fourth Monday of every month from 11 to 1 o'clock. And sometimes we also meet at various restaurants if we feel like we need to have a break from that and doing something special. But we've had some really successful meetings in bringing people like yourself to the table to talk about what you've accomplished, as well as guest speakers from the hospital, various medical organizations, to talk to us about what is current and what we as survivors can look forward to for new techniques and new modalities of care and prevention for breast cancer. We have, I think, a really fun group of women, and over the years, we try to also do a lot of social things. I'm going to let Susan talk to you about our art that we do a little bit.
We do yearly the Power of Positive painting, and we pick a winter, spring, summer, or fall canvas, and then we have each survivor put a inspirational quote on that frame. And I have sent them to the infusion center, Dr. Milo in Waldorf, Maryland. And he houses them in his infusion center for all of the patients.
But Sue, tell what the really special thing happened this fall. We entered
so we entered them into the Charles County Fair, and we won second place. So congratulations to Sisters at Heart on our Power of Positive paintings.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. It allows the women to be creative. I know we're all these hidden artists, but we've done that. We've also hosted some retreats. In the past, we were fortunate to go to various, the retreat itself is a couple of hour-long thing. We do one at Cobb Island, and we have done one over in the Issue area. We had a friend of ours have a house on the water, and we can do activities there. We've hosted Kathy from Valentine Yoga to do some chair yoga for the ladies. So we have gone, where else, Sue? Bowling?
Oh, yeah. We've done bowling. We do a lot of community events. We decorate trees, as you know, at the Clark Center and the Waldorf Senior Center.
Correct.
And a lot of, Neil said earlier, volleyball events. We also go to the commissioner's office.
Yeah, in fact, we were there this morning to receive a proclamation from the commissioners today to say that October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month for Charles County. So with that being said, we want to talk about one of our up and coming events. And Wanda, if you can share that slide, that would be great.
Sure.
So October 7th, this Saturday, we are hosting our 20th anniversary for our Breast Cancer Awareness Walk at Indian Head Village Green. It will start at registration at 8:30 in the morning, and our walk will then, activities will start with a welcoming by the mayor of Indian Head. Then we'll proceed to walk around the village green, which is about a mile. And those who want to do a complete 5K, we walk all the way out to the boardwalk and back. And I want Sue to talk about our raffle baskets and other things that we do and our vendors that will be there.
We do, right now, we currently have about 22 raffle baskets for a cause. And we go through the community and we ask for donations to help raise those funds. And it has been very successful in the past years. And I'd like to thank all of the establishments that have donated and made these baskets a very good success.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's important to have the support of the community when you're doing these types of events. But I want to just go back a little bit for Sisters at Heart. It's a group of women, and the ages vary. So for those that are watching and maybe looking to come in contact with the support group, someone in their family may have just been newly diagnosed with breast cancer, or they may even be in remission. How can they get in contact with you, and what assurance can you give them that this is a group of lively women, the age range and all of that, to give them a safe space to let them know that they're going to be in good hands?
And I think one of the greatest things about our organization, you talk about a safe space, and a lot of times as women and men newly diagnosed, we hear that word cancer and we think, oh my God, this is going to be the end of everything. And sitting before you, we have 38 years of breast cancer survivorship. Both Susan and I are 19-year survivors. So
wow, that's amazing.
We have age range. What do you think the youngest lady is in our group?
At one time, I was the youngest.
Yes.
And, well, so
I would say back then, Sue was, when you were
42.
first,
I was
42.
diagnosed at 42.
Yeah.
So
She's 60. She looks great.
61.
And our oldest, I think one of our oldest members is about 84, with the average age being anywhere from 65 to 72, somewhere in there. Not all the women are newly diagnosed. Some of them have been diagnosed and their breast cancer has come back, but then there's such new technology now that it has helped to prolong our survival rate. The thing that we started this year, we finally have completed our website, which is sistersatheartsomd.org. So you can go on there. You can find us on Facebook and just type in Sisters at Heart Southern Maryland, and it'll take you right to our website as well. I mean, to the Facebook page as well. Yeah.
Thank you for that information. Now, what if someone wants to attend the walk, but they're or maybe handicapped, won't be able to walk due to knee issues or any other mobility issues? Is there any other way that they can participate?
Well, since 2020, back then when we were all confined to COVID, we came up with the idea of making our walk virtual. And we worked through this organization called Run Sign Up. So it's a hybrid sign up. You can either be in person on the 11th or the whole month of October. Registration, you can find us there. If you could post that up later on, Wanda, at the end, there's a QR code that you can scan. You can go to our website and also our Facebook page. This will take you right to the Run Sign Up for registration. So if you can't walk and just want to really make a donation, every little bit helps. Even if you wanted to make a donation of $5, it all starts adding up, and that's been very successful for us. Yeah. So just to
that's
let you all know also, we have partnered with Health Partners, which is a organization in Charles County that has volunteer doctors, nurses, dentists, where our funds will go to help support anybody in the county or in the Tri-County area that doesn't have insurance. 2 years ago, I believe we did about 23 mammograms for women, and they provided the transportation. We helped to assist with the payment of the mammograms, and we have also helped. There was a woman that was actually homeless going through her treatments, and we were able to put her up in a hotel, help her get back on her feet and get back. So there's a lot of things like that. Our organization is a 501c3, so you can use this as a write-off for your tax donation, as well as anything else that you would like to do for us. We work with an organization called Chesapeake Charities that handles all of our funding and our grants. I want Susan to talk a little bit about our scholarship that we also established.
Oh, so we did a grant scholarship for Roberta, in memory of Roberta, and we raised probably $1,500, I think it was, to establish it and get it endowed. Is that correct?
And then we went to get it endowed. We needed to come up with $15,000. So that has been established through the College of Southern Maryland, and it's awarded to 2 individuals yearly that go into the health field. And nursing, it could be mental health, it could be anything related to the health field. But we've been able to help those young men and women over the last couple of years, probably since how long?
Oh, it's been probably since 2018.
Yeah. To provide scholarships for them to further their education with the hopes. I always feel like there's got to be somebody out there that's going to find a cure for this disease for us. And if we can help that person get educated and make our way to being cancer free, it's well worth the scholarship investment for us.
And that's
we
amazing.
Also can provide grants to different organizations, like I mentioned. Yeah.
And that's amazing that you're able to do.
What else have we done, Sue?
Because when you hear the word cancer, a lot of times that can bring about fear to a person. And then, especially if you don't have a history of cancer, you're like, where did it come from? I need, more information on this, life-threatening disease. So it's important for organizations like Sisters at Heart that have these things in place, scholarship information, even educational information, and how you are in the community and to help others. Because when I came in contact with Sisters at Heart, I hadn't moved to Maryland yet. And so, I was just thankful for the connection. I'm thankful that you have your monthly themes, every month. So the 4th Monday in October, do you have a specific theme or speaker coming in or that you could share with the audience?
Actually,
this month, because I will tell you, we have on an average in October, maybe 10 to 11 events going on throughout the whole month, of which, if you can just kind of see that calendar, you can see it. So the month of October, we opt not to have a formal meeting because we're all spread and going in different directions. So the next meeting we will have will be the 4th Monday in November at the Clark Center. And I believe we are decorating and putting up the Christmas tree there.
It'll be November 24th.
Yes, November 24th at 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to share too with you about our programs that we do other than the walk. I used to work for a breast cancer foundation, called the Side Out Foundation, and we started with these Dig Pink events. We now call them Sisters in Pink in Charles County, since our organization reaps the benefit of the fundraising that the high school volleyball teams do. And they go on. We started last night, and we have at least 2 to 3 every week in October at all the high schools. So all 6 county schools in Charles County contribute to our fund. And it's pretty exciting, because one of the things I feel that's most important too is our young people are the ones that need to know, like you talked about fear.
Yes.
We do not need to be afraid that this is like the end of the end. As a young kid, if your mom, grandma, aunt, uncle, father, somebody gets diagnosed, just know there's people out there like Sisters at Heart that can help provide a little bit of awareness, or maybe a connection somewhere, or just pick up the phone and call Susan and I. Our phone numbers are on our brochures. And a lot of times we are able to talk to all age people that are affected with breast cancer. Yeah. So the younger that the people know about it, I think the more we can help to say early detection is your best protection. Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. That is so true. Susan, do you have any other things you would like to share with us?
Just that we're extremely busy right now. We have our monthly meetings, we have our activities, our community involvement. We have our brochures here that we just recently had updated. But again, talking about why come to a support group, it says to learn from the experiences of fellow breast cancer survivors, to be involved in community and breast cancer outreach, and to develop friendships and provide support, assistance, and hope for one another.
And that's so important.
One more thing I would like to reach out to everyone. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to be a breast cancer survivor to be part of our group. We have a woman whose mother was part of our survivor group, and her mom recently passed away in the last year, but her daughter Jen has been a volunteer with us. We would welcome anyone who wants to help in this direction.
Yeah, there's a lot of co-survivors.
With a lot of co-survivors or a lot of non-survivors that help. Both her sister-in-law, my sister, and friends, they all volunteer. Husbands have been a big part. So just know that you don't necessarily have to be a survivor to be part of Sisters at Heart.
No.
You know, we just need more people to help spread the word. That's the most important. Yeah.
And that's awesome. So I'm going to share the flyer again for those that are watching or will come back and watch the replay. Here's the information for the 20th annual breast cancer walk that will be this Saturday, October the 11th, 2025 in Indian Head, Maryland. Don't forget to click on the QR code. That is very important. Click on the QR code. If you are unable to personally attend this breast cancer walk, please consider making a donation to this organization. I can vouch that this is a reputable organization and any amount is accepted. So please support Sisters at Heart Breast Cancer Group of Southern Maryland, and we would thoroughly appreciate any assistance and any support.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, and for those that are listening and will come back and watch this again, can you please give the Facebook page and your website information again?
Okay. So the Facebook page is facebook.com, Sisters, the number 20, Sisters at Heart, SOMD 07, the year we were founded. So we put 20 and 07 on the ends. Our website is sistersatheartsomd.org, O-R-G. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that information. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the viewers?
Nope, just don't be afraid to reach out. Don't feel like you're alone out there. Know that we have all been through this journey, and it is a scary journey at times, but it doesn't need to be scary. You are not alone. Just do not feel that you can't pick up the phone or reach out to us on our Facebook page or our website and let us hear from you, and someone will get back to you. You know,
Absolutely.
and just know that the the more positive you are about yourself, the more positive you are about life, and not the woe is me person in this journey. My sister-in-law unfortunately just passed away. She had probably the most aggressive breast cancer that anyone could have. And they said, hey, be ready 6 months from now. 13 years later, Terry was with us, and I really firmly believe her positive attitude to help spread the word, to work with people in different ways. She was a mental health provider and director here in Southern Maryland, and she continued to work for suicide prevention. And I feel that the more you can just be engaged in doing something about yourself and be positive, you'll be here for a while. We're right here. They told the same thing to
19 years
Susan.
later.
Yeah, they said the same thing to you.
They did.
Susan is a stage 4 survivor. Stage 4.
Thank
So,
God. Yeah,
It's,
I'm a
God,
14
too.
year,
thank God.
yeah, and I'm a 14-year survivor. And when I was going, and first condolences to you and to your family. But when I was going through my cancer journey, that's the support and the positive attitude is what they stressed to us at the cancer center. And they even said to watch funny movies and different things like that. And that is so important to laugh. I mean, to just, we can't change what happened, but we can change our attitude about what
Correct.
happened. And the laughter, or just watching a funny movie with a girlfriend, or something like that, that reading affirmations, those things are so important. And you
Yeah.
can defeat the odds. Just because the doctor may say, I'm going to give you 6 months or a year, you are correct. How you approach that, your attitude, and how you approach any diagnosis or anything in life determines the outcome.
Right. Right.
That's true.
Yeah. And I also feel like we don't ever cure our breast cancer. We learn to live with it. And one thing I like to advocate for is a lot of times after you have your treatment or whatever you're going through, you're told, oh, come back in a year, you're cancer free. I personally just believe no one is ever cancer free. I think it lays dormant because we know how to suppress it. But I like to advocate to see a doctor every 3 months or every 4 months, whether it be your primary, then 3 months out later, schedule your mammogram, then 3 months later, schedule your oncologist, then 3 months later, schedule your surgeon.
Yeah.
Because it could be you walk in today and you're cancer free. Tomorrow it might pop up. But if you wait a whole year, now you're at a disadvantage. So that's a thing that I like to promote to people, to say, there's nothing wrong with going to see a doctor, and don't think that you're a hypochondriac too. If something arises in your body, it's a sign that there is something wrong. Go get checked out. Don't get scared. And one other thing too, and we both have children. We both have had young children when we had cancer. And every household is different how you approach, how you tell people. This is not a contagious disease. It's not something where if I'm going to touch her, she's going to get breast cancer. So don't be afraid. I think children are smarter than we think. They know something's wrong when they hear the whispering. They hear something's wrong when, oh, mom had to go to the doctor today, that kind of thing. You need to really share with them so they then do not become afraid.
Absolutely.
I think that's really, really important. And a lot of times we feel, oh my God, we have to shelter them. Now, if something does happen, they get into a different mental state and having a hard time dealing with cancer. So just find a strategy to work with the young kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. So before we
Yeah.
close, is there any, for someone that's watching and they have been newly diagnosed with breast cancer, what kind of advice would you give to them?
I say get 3 different opinions, or at least 2. And also have, when you meet with your doctor, have that warm, fuzzy feeling. If you have someone that, I call it that fish handshake, that barely touches you or doesn't want to spend time to talk with you, that may not be the right person for you.
Right.
Also, if you have the opportunity to get to a hospital that deals with breast cancer day in and day out, and not everyone is fortunate to live close to Johns Hopkins or Nova Fairfax or Washington, D.C., where there's a bigger, percentage of people working with breast cancer survivors. And we're at a smaller hospital, or you might have to drive 2 hours. Just remember, 2 hours is not far to save your life. 2 hours is not far. And after your treatments, you really only need to go up there 2 to 3 times a year maximum. It's really worth to seek out, and don't be afraid to ask a dumb question. There are no dumb
There's no dumb
questions when it
questions.
comes to your health. Not one, absolutely. So that's my advice.
No, definitely. I ditto what she says, because you do need to get other opinions.
Yeah.
It is important, because one doctor is going to tell you one thing and another doctor is going to tell you something different. And it really puts you in a boat to you have to make your own decision at that point.
Yeah.
And she's right. You go with your gut feeling and how you feel with that doctor. So,
And I would also say, bring someone with you.
yes.
Bring a notebook. Take notes.
Yes.
You
Start
are already
a notebook, because you're going to
Yes.
need it.
Yeah. But you're already in this mindset. All you keep hearing is cancer, cancer,
Yes.
cancer. And you may not hear, oh, we can do this. So bring somebody with you when you go to all your appointments. And I would advocate that for anything that you do health-wise.
And have them take notes for you,
Yes.
because you're going to hear something and then your brain is going to shut down.
Yeah.
And you're not going to remember when you leave that doctor's office.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's good to keep track of your appointments. I start a binder. I say that keeps you organized.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
but
That's awesome.
Let's
Thank you
see.
both. Thank you both for coming on at Sisters at Heart Breast Cancer Group of Southern Maryland. Please support this organization. And we just thank you both for all that you do in the community, for what the group is doing. And we just pray that others will connect with you, that they will not be scared of the word cancer, and to know that we are all one big sisterhood.
Very
absolutely.
good. Thank you so much,
Thank
Wanda.
you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it. All right.
You're welcome. And both have an amazing day.
You
Thank
also.
Thank you.
Thank you.